That's good. Now, Dr. Cole, how do you found your life purpose?
Wow.
That's a big one.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I always, somewhere along the way, I knew that I always liked helping people. And I found that even from a child, people would just come and sit and talk with me. I go with the back when they just chat, you know, and would just tell me like things in confidence. So I always thought, okay, I want to help people. So that's why I branched it out in social work. That is a part of helping folks. And then, prayer and meditation and just quiet time and asking God to show me what is his will for me here on this earth. Because a lot of times, I have ideas and that's not what I'm being called to do. So I spend a lot of time in meditation. I've read a lot of books and which helped me do the introspection in because what I really between religion and spirituality. So I consider myself a very spiritual person. So I'm always looking for what fills me spiritually. What and I find that helping people fills me spiritually, So I think that I found that out through, prayer, meditation, just exploring a lot of introspection, looking inside to see what really makes me. And also, I'm a believer in the scriptures. So I believe in what the scripture says. And, I always seek God's will.
Amazing. And when did you realize you needed to undertake a project in Limon? How Project Hope, especially Proyecto Esperanza, was born?
Proyecto Esperanza, first of all, I had Roots Mission first, which is 10 years old. And again, it's helping folks, helping the people with less resource and also to continue to spread the gospel. So I started because I was very interested when HIV and AIDS was the thing. I said, and I worked with the HIV population here. So I started saying, I would like to do some work in Costa Rica around that. And my aunt, Euralia Wilson, she worked with that population very closely. So I started going to Costa Rica and she would, to assess the need, and she took me around to different organizations, churches that really needed help. And that's the way that project was born. LCG Project Hope is part of my doctoral project. So to get your doctorate in ministry, you have to do a project. And I was blessed and very fortunate that they allowed me to do my doctoral project outside of the United States. Because I told them, I came back and I said, I would love to do my project in my native country. And they thought that was exciting too. And I wanted, when I looked at LCG Project Hope, the main purpose was to speak about drug addiction, something that I suffered from for 20 years. So I wanted to give my testimony, especially to the youth. And then what I started realizing as I'm doing that, there's a lot of negative thing attached to Limon. And but there were a lot of positive resources for the youth to get involved in Limon, which probably would deter them, take them away from using drugs. And also realizing, because like alcohol in Costa Rica is like part of the culture. So most, especially men, you cannot tell them that they're an alcoholic. Yet their drinking is destroying their family. They don't have enough money. So I think that project, and I love Limon, there's so much that God has allowed me to do and so much more that I want to do, and especially the youth, because just like the English, they're not using drugs, taking advantage of the positive resources and the need for unity in Limon. Because when you hear a lot of organizations speak in Limon, they always say, pero no estamos unidos. We are not united. Everybody's doing something, but this one over here, this one over there. So we're working on bringing all the positive resources together so that you can know what I'm doing, this church can know, and we wanted to develop an electronic directory so we could give them out. So this project really, and Roots Mission was a dedication to my mother. And I wanted to dedicate it to her before she passed. So my mother was able to see Roots Mission birth, and it expanded before she died. She was part of the fundraisers, all of that. So that was a good tribute to her that she saw it before she died. But LCG born out of me traveling back and forth to Limon and seeing some of the needs and growing a lot of relationships in Limon.